It's amazing how Lake Winnebago has changed through the years. You know, I grew up on this lake as a kid, fished it almost every single day. And in the early summer months, it would start getting an algae growth. And by the time the end of June, July would roll around, sometimes you could almost walk on the algae that would grow on the surface. The lake was really fertile. There was a lot of farm runoff and city runoff. And through the years, they really have cleaned the lake up. There are a lot of restrictions put on the lake. And through those years, saugers were very, very common in Lake Winnebago. In fact, it was a mainstay of fishing. In the winter, you could catch as many as you wanted. It was a lot of fun. But through the years, as the lake cleaned up somewhat and has gotten clearer, the sauger population really got hit pretty hard. And it was quite a few years ago now that they decided to put a moratorium on saugers on this lake. And the moratorium was you couldn't keep any at all. If you caught one, you had to throw it back. They also did a lot of conservative efforts through Walleyes for Tomorrow. They basically helped to make little rock piles on the different parts of the lake. They'd sink little rock piles, basically for spawning habitat and habitat for the fish to live. Throughout the course of this time frame, they've really been watching the sauger population closely, and they've made a major comeback. They've opened the fishing back up a little bit, but I wouldn't say overall that the fishery's fragile, but it is one that's been very, very well watched, very, very well managed, and every one of the fishermen on this lake and all the conservation groups want to see saugers in here forever and ever. So it's kind of neat to catch the big old saugers here again, and watching over a course of my lifetime, it's a pretty cool story.